Alright, now this room. This room, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but if you know where to aim, you can just go straight to the top. So I just make sure I line myself up just right at the very corner of this hookshot point, jump attack, and there you go. That makes this room way easier.
Of course, I would have to do it the right way.
Sounds about right,
I'll catch up
knowing
with you
me.
in about 12 hours. Just give me about 12 hours and I'll be caught up to you.
With the power of editing, 12 hours would become more like 12 seconds.
I hate this room now.
Yeah, this room's pretty annoying. If you know that trick, it's a lot easier, but otherwise it's pretty annoying to deal with the Tektites here, honestly. But also, I love how when you're pulling this thing backwards, Link isn't even actually holding the thing, and it's moving back anyways.
Link?
Link, are you telepathic here, or what?
Link don't give no shits.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, it's kind of hard to get back out the same way. Even if you try to move around the right way just to hit the hookshot point, you're gonna probably bounce off the wall with a jump slash. So, going up this way is kind of a pain. I think what they intend you to do is just go up there using a platform you make from the ice arrows.
Yeah, they do.
And that's the first instance of me showing off that little thing. If you put on the Zora mask in the water, you'll jump up. So that allows you to grab a ledge.
Really?
Yeah, actually I do that to get to the fairy fountain here a lot quicker.
Wow.
Which helps because by the time I splice it in, it'll make a lot of sense to do this. Now, I'm just kind of doing something a little stupid to get back over, but you know, I just wanted to try it. So I'll be here for a second. Gives you a moment to deal with these Tektites.
Freaking Tektites. Annoying as hell.
Hey, at least you can freeze them. That's about it.
Yeah, that didn't help.
No, I did not.
Well, I'm screwed.
Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Well, I tried. So much for that recoil jump. I don't care. Let's just go. That's what you get for trying to be fancy.
I do like hitting the fish with the hook shot, though.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do, but once you do it, it feels pretty satisfying.
It's like, oh, you're all the way over there. Let me just pull out my long rope of hook shot. Who wouldn't know that the hook shot could be used as a weapon to kill innocent fish?
Yeah, instead of stunning them like it would do most of the time. Now this room here, we got lucky in the American version. The room that I'm currently in, on the Japanese version of the game, whenever you froze the water, instead of stopping at this very precise point like it does in later releases, in the original Japanese version, that just stopped where you shot it. So it was really hard to time what you had to do in this room because of that. We got lucky that they fixed that in later releases, because if we had to deal with that, oh man, we so much of a pain to try to get through this room and to grab the stray fairies.
Yeah, it would be a pain.
As I've seen it, it is not easy to time up that shot. Because there's so many different cycles you gotta worry about. There's like 4 different platforms you gotta time. That's just a pain.
Oh no, you fell!
Ah, man. It's not like I'm trying to get to the one platform and it's gonna take a while here. This one is kind of a hard thing to get, and I'm just gonna be doing it even harder way. What I should probably be doing here is I should unfreeze this stuff so I can get back to the top. Freeze it again when I'm up there, and then just walk my way over there. Just make it my life easier, but what I'm gonna try to do is jump on the moving platforms. So this is not gonna be easy to time.
You always have to do things the hard way.
I thought this would be easier, but of course this platform moving up and then the one moving left or right won't be in timed. Like, it looks good, try to jump to it, but yeah, I instead jumped to this one like an idiot. If I just went straight ahead, it would have been fine. See what I mean? Not easy. This is why you should just try to freeze these things and just work your way from there. Instead of trying to make it hard on myself. Nope, it's not worth it. Not worth it. I still go for it anyways. Thinking, oh, maybe I could jump slash that. Nope.
Hey, I could do it, so why can't you?
There we go. And now to hookshot over to a stray fairy. This is the one time the game really teaches you that you can actually use a hookshot for torches. You know that? Because no other place in both this one and Ocarina of Time, I believe, really tell you can hookshot a torch. But both games you can.
Yeah.
In fact, this is the game that goes out of its way to say you can do that, and then you can also hookshot a chest. Because you will have to do that in one of the later areas of the game, if you're going for all the heart pieces, that is.
I'm trying to think of which one you're talking about here.
It's like one of the very last
heart.
heart pieces. Like, end area heart pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be quite a while.
Chest.
It's gonna be quite a while till we get there. Luckily, I learned about a very cool thing about that area. It's not even a glitch or anything. It's actually something they intended for you to do. And I didn't know about all these years, but apparently using the Song of Storms in the right places, then you can actually just skip doing some stuff in there and it'll actually trigger some of the ladders to appear in that area. And some doors open. Yeah, I gotta remember which area does what for that. I'll have to look back into that again, but it's a really useful thing. I don't know where the game tells you. It has to tell you that somewhere, but I don't remember where. Also, I hope you like the color blue, because that's all we're going to be seeing on this, in this room for quite some time. You see there's a funky effect going on, where if you use the electrical barrier with Zora Link, then you can discolor an area, but if you take off a mask while doing that, it'll just stay discolored. So I hope you like the color blue. That's what we're going to be seeing in this room for a very long time. I do fix it later, though. And this is when
shot the wall.
This is when you were like far behind when we were kind of trying to do this originally. Like, you know, let me just do something stupid. And I really shouldn't be doing this right now because this can crash my game. But I'm just trying something. I won't explain it until actually probably until Stone Tower. But just the gist of it, there's a way where you can hookshot underneath the floor. But if you do it wrong, your game would just crash. So I was just doing this here to waste time. I don't think you could do it on this platform though. Because I do believe I get in the right areas, but it just didn't work. So I don't think it's possible here.
See, I was really far behind in the original recording.
And now we're pretty much neck and neck. So you're probably gonna get ahead of me just because of editing. That's what I get for doing a weird thing. I've seen people do this now without pausing. How the heck do you people do this? If I do this unpaused, I either miss it or my game just crashes all the time. How do you do it? Tell me your secrets.
So, you guys probably noticed that you do use a lot of the fire arrows and ice arrows in this temple alone.
Yeah. It's actually really cool to see that they use both the fire and ice arrows here. Because normally when you get an item in a dungeon, Zelda game just usually lets you just use that item and that item alone. But this dungeon has you going back to using fire arrows a lot of the times too. Especially in this room.
Yeah. Wow, we are neck and neck now.
Yeah. Well, that's more of a way to kill the bomb Jew. Ignite him on fire.
Hey, it was the easiest thing.
You know, he's a bomb already. Just touch him the wrong way, he'll explode. See? I just tapped him in the rear end, and that's enough.
I like explosions. What's your problem?
Also, apparently, this ledge is so stupid because you cannot grab this whatsoever unless you're a Zora. Even if you do little funky things like try to do those like gainer jumps, which will just send you straight up. Or do like a bomb jump, which once again sends you straight up. You still won't grab the ledge, but Zora, help, you can just reach up and grab it.
Which is what I just did.
Yeah, I kind of just fall down like, alright, let's just see what I can do here, and then work my way back up.
I hate this camera view though, because I'm afraid that I'm gonna go over too much.
Yeah, this is another point where they teach you to use hookshot on a chest because you have no other way of getting over here.
Oh look, chest.
This is actually, I think, where they first really tried to teach you that here. Not in like the very final area of the game. Although they do bring it back there.
Now you gotta make your way back up though, that's the only problem.
Yeah. That's the only annoying thing about this room because you gotta keep on swapping back and forth between the two types of arrows, so you'll have to keep on going to your inventory just to move around properly.
Yeah.
Especially if you fall off, because then you gotta do even more.
Whee! But that room's done, thankfully.
Yep. It's one of the more annoying rooms in the entire dungeon just because of the fact you gotta keep on swapping back and forth. But that's about it. And now with the current reverse, you could just leave this room the way you come in normally, and you're back out to the center. And now there's just one last thing to do, and that's just going right to where the final area is and fighting the boss. Oh, obviously getting 2 more fairies, but of course there's more fairies.
In this room?
Yeah, they're both right here in this room.
I hate this one though.
Yeah, what I actually start doing, and you'll see in my footage, I just hit the fairy with Zora, then I just climb out of the water and put on the Great Fairy Mask. I just don't like going for this guy anymore. I'll hit him with the Zora form, because that's really the only way to actually hit him, but I won't go through this tunnel and actually grab him anymore. Most of the time I just miss. Yeah, you get him actually in your first try on this one, if I'm not mistaken.
I think I missed him the first time.
I can't remember because it's been a bit since I scripted the footage. I remember seeing you grab it, that's all I remember.
I think I wait, and then I go over here and put the fairy mask on. No.
No, I know you go. I know you go through it and grab the fairy that way. You don't use the Great Fairy Mask for him. Use the one that is kind of hovering around now.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
I
was trying to get this one too, so I could just get up.
I don't think this will work though. What you're trying to do because the Zora boomerangs.
But it's hard.
Yeah, I don't think the Zora boomerangs have enough range. So if you can do it, it has to be like really precise timing, like really precise angles and all that. So it's not really worth doing this. It's probably just easier to use your bow and arrow or something like that, and then just call it over with the Great Fairy Mask. I'm just taking a little pause break here because that's me just looking over some tech things. Now it's my turn for the stray fairies.
Well, I know there was a way I did this before too, using this method, but for some reason I just can't get it here.
It's just really hard to aim, so if you can do it, it's like a really precise shot from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it, honestly.
It's not. I was trying to do it though, because I thought it'd be something cool to show off.
Yeah,
but
this was you doing the fancy thing for once. Like, look, I can do it fancy. I hope.
My one and only fancy for the selfie. Enjoy it while you can. But yeah, it is easier doing what Lester just did there.
Yeah, and because what I did for the other fairy, I just hit the bubble to pop it, and I'm waiting for it. I think that's a lot easier than just trying to leave the room and grab it.
Which is technically what you're supposed to do, but...
Yeah, because see, oh yeah, you do miss it. Yeah, that's what's annoying, because you miss it, and now the fairy will respawn into the bubble. So you have to hit the bubble again, hope you grab the fairy going through. It's just a lot easier to put on the fairy mask. But at this point, because of how we were in the footage, I decided, you know what, we just went through the entire temple, now you've seen how to do all this. Alright, now let's just show how you can go from enter dungeon from turtle to boss room. So let's go right back to the very entrance and show that off. And we'll look at it twice because I actually got a clip of doing it in another method. It's pretty much the same thing, just, well, with less explosives. There's still explosives, but there's less of them.